Previously on In Times Like These.
Are you telling me that you'll be sharing what Udell asked you to keep? I need to know. Did you find out that Wanda and Owen Grant kissed one another? If I were to tell you, then you'd be furious with me. What do you mean? You remember how your son Ben, Quinlan, and I worked together to try and lure Sean Pena into a confession? I certainly do. Well, I never told you our suspicions. We don't believe that Sean Pena took his own life. We believe that Wade was the one who ended his younger brother's life and disposed of it. Shelly, I need to know. Did you find out that Wanda and Owen kissed one another? I've assumed that they've at least kissed. What's that supposed to mean? What I'm saying is that I found out something more, something worse. Jeremiah, Wanda, and Owen didn't just share a quote-unquote innocent kiss. Those two have been sleeping together. What's bothering you, Isaac? You've noticed. Maybe you should let someone else run this diner and come work with me at the department. I just know the man I married. What's bothering you? Nothing that serious, surely. Just work. Might this have anything to do with the Penas? I'm glad you decided to watch a movie with me before heading to the studio. After the month I've been having, I just need to make time to decompress and enjoy the time with people who matter to me most, Ben. Mom, what are you doing here? I'd like to know why neither of you. Explain to me your theory of Wade taking the life of his younger brother. Come in. Thank you for letting me in, ADA Grant. Mr. Pena, what are you doing here? You and I need to have a serious chat. The two of them have been having an affair? How did you even find this out, Shelly? When did you find this out? After Yvette ran off when Keith was sentenced, JJ ran after her and I went looking for him, which I didn't think was a good idea. And the next thing I remember, you gave birth to Thomas on the courtroom floor. And before I gave birth to our son, I overheard Owen and Wanda admit to sleeping with one another, which threw you off. And is this what caused your water to just suddenly break? You know I can't share that sort of information with you, Shirley. I ain't asking you to share specifics, but I'm aware of that smear campaign Owen Grant made against Heidi. I'm assuming she told you about her grievances? She certainly did. Now she wants something done, but you're hesitant by what she's asking you to do? There is no reason to involve you, Mom, because we had no solid evidence that Wade ended Sean's life. I still should have been told. And how exactly are you certain that Wade's the reason why his brother is no longer living? Ben and I believe that when the texts were sent to Sean's phone, Wade saw those texts. But that doesn't mean Wade would have ended Sean's life. Maybe he would have just sent his younger brother away. Except Fibun Apina had no idea where Sean was, which caused me to believe that Wade felt like he needed to make Sean disappear since he saw his brother as an inconvenience. What could you and I have to speak with each other about? Don't insult my intelligence. You know that I'm aware that you dragged my family's name into your campaign against D.A. Russo. All I did was remind Valley Park of a fact that your family was already aware of. You've got a point, but this recent smear campaign has once again brought up bad press for my family. Now my mother and my younger brother are upset while we're mourning Sean. If my family is upset, then so am I. Come on, Jeremiah. We're in our 40s. I'm sure that there were a lot of factors as to why my water suddenly broke that day. But it didn't make things easier for you since I'm certain that you were upset by what you found out. Yes, I scolded both Wanda and Owen when I discovered what they've done. Then your water broke. And when we reached you, Wanda was silent about the entire thing. Worst of all, she asked you to keep her dirty little secret. It baffles me that Wanda proceeded to sleep with Owen and made Udell believe that she and Owen shared nothing more than a kiss. Well, it's Wanda's problem to deal with now. It's Udell and Wanda's problem to deal with, Shelly. He needs to know what his wife's been doing behind his back. You know I agreed to become police commissioner to stand up against those who pose a threat to this community. Yes, but you certainly didn't take this position just so you could be bossed around by Heidi just so that she could win an election. Don't worry, Shirley. I can handle D.A. Russo. And I don't doubt that for a second. But I'd appreciate it if Heidi wouldn't try and place you in a dangerous position going against the Apinas. This is insane. And you, Quinlan? I still am disgusted that you dragged my son into this mess. Do you not understand how much danger you've placed Ben in if Wade discovers that you were behind the text that influenced him to take his own brother's life? We're not doing this, Mom. Not again. Not today. Quinlan didn't drag me into anything. Besides, Wade won't find out that those texts came from us. Whatever. I'm also here to see if Quinlan can make herself useful. Useful with what? To have me on your TV program to discuss Danny Clark's case. You're not the only one who's upset, Mr. Apina. Danny Clark's family and the public are still very upset over her demise. What exactly do you want me to do? I'd like for you to assure me that you won't try and villainize me and my family over what Sean allegedly did to that girl. My goal is to make sure that any criminal caught in a crime gets punished. My apologies. I think I need to make myself clear. More clear. I didn't come here to play games with you, ADA Grant. When I ask you a specific question, I'd like a direct answer. Can you do that for me? Jeremiah, you can't. You cannot tell Udell. You're not obliged to keep Wanda's secret for her, Shelley. Udell is our lawyer. We can't just keep him in the dark like this. Just because he's this family's attorney doesn't make us obliged to tell him either. The only person who is obliged to be honest about this whole mess is his wife. If their marriage falls apart, I don't want us to take any part in it. Please, Jeremiah, promise me that you will not say a word about this to anyone. Ever since we met, you knew that my job has always been dangerous, and you've already accepted that. Yes, but you don't need to make your job more dangerous than it already is, Isaac. And we can trust that God will give me the wisdom to safely do the work I'm supposed to do. Why exactly do you want to appear on my TV program, Mrs. Russo? I need to make it clear to Valley Park that I will still try and gather enough evidence against John Apina to ensure that Danny Clark at least gets a conviction. Don't you realize that you're offering this town with an empty promise, Mom? Sean's no longer alive, so what would be the point? The point is to prove Owen wrong, and that I won't be the sort of district attorney to sit down and prevent a victim from getting justice. Fine. You want a direct answer? Then I'll give you one. There's no reason for me to villainize you nor your family if I don't have any solid evidence against you. Glad we've come to an understanding, ADA Grant. It's just disappointing that because of your smear campaign that DA Russo might try to come after me and my family just to keep her position. For your sake, you better hope she loses the election in November. I'd hate to have her constantly breathing down my neck. Enjoy the rest of your day.